When I was researching the Bolshevik Revolution and started reading what the Bolsheviks, the young communists, believed, it was astonishing to me the way they that paralleled what the social justice warriors believed.
And so you describe progressivism as a religion. This is what really helped me connect the dots. When I read your book, you sort of solved that conundrum for me, because I think I was viewing some of these ideas as merely political ideas, but you make the point in your book that this is a religion. This isn't just a political ideology. It's actually a competitive religious system. The Marxists, the communists, they always come after the Christians. And so can you talk a little bit about what you call the myth of progressivism and how that relates with religion?
Yeah, this is something that's been around for a long time, for at least a couple hundred years since the Enlightenment. The progressivism says that we are on a linear path through history, that things are getting better and better with each passing generation. And what we're progressing to, they say, is complete liberation of the individual from all the chains of the past, from history, from religion, from anything that keeps the individual from exercising his or her free will. Now, there's some good things that have come out of progressivism, certainly. I'm talking about going back from the Enlightenment to now. But the progressives, and Marx picked up on this a lot. Progressives believe that history is ultimately moving to a state where we live in absolute equality. And whatever has to be done to bring about that state is justified because that's the way history is moving. Like, what was something that Martin Luther King said that Barack Obama brought up, that, about the way the arc of history bends? That is pure progressivism. And look, a lot of us conservatives, I'm a conservative politically and theologically, a lot of us conservatives in America have come to believe the same thing, that ultimately the world is headed for a liberal democracy. And we see this in a kind of a religious sense, in the sense of assuming that this is written into the fabric of reality. And so progressives, whenever they find anybody who disagrees with them and who questions this narrative that what they're doing is making the world better and better and better, and it's inevitable, they believe that we are not just wrong, but evil. And I have to tell you that when I was researching the Bolshevik Revolution and started reading what the Bolsheviks, the young communists, believed, it was astonishing to me the way that paralleled what the social justice warriors believed. Specifically, they believe that there is no such thing as absolute truth, that there is just power and how it is distributed. And they believed in their ideology with such fervor, Alisa, that you could really only describe it as religious. This historian, Yuri Slezkin, a Russian-American historian, he wrote this amazing history of the Russian Revolution a couple of years ago. And he described the Bolsheviks as an apocalyptic secular millennial cult. And he draws the parallels between the things the Bolsheviks believed and things that Christians, millennial Christians, believed in revolutionary societies in the past. That helped me so much because it made me realize that, wait, we're not talking about ordinary politics here. We're not talking about the kind of situation where we can sit down and talk things out. We're talking about radical, zealous, pseudo-religion.